winning field goal and knocked Kansas City from the ranks of the undefeated, and it got blocked. So I really hope today CU brings it and we don't come down to a last second field goal at Arrowhead Stadium.
We will see how that goes. In theory, on paper, Colorado is superior, although I think as we touched last week, Kansas started the year ranked. They were top 25, and then they went on a bit of a skid where they lost a number of games. But the last couple of weeks, they've rounded into shape, knocking off BYU last week, where everybody already crowned BYU the best team in the Big 12, and Kansas stifled them, which I think for a Colorado fan was fabulous. That's what we need happen. And I know that we've got another big BYU game today against Arizona State, so we'll keep you up to date with some of those facts as well. And but that doesn't bode well going into a place that's pretty hostile. There's going to be a lot of fans there, and a team that's on the up. Starting out slow like Colorado has done the last two games against Texas Tech, really dropping the ball early and getting behind fast. And then last week, fortunately, the defense bailed us out early on the first throw of the game, an interception, and they only Utah only walked away with a field goal. So we can't do that today. Like, this would be the one good game for us to get out ahead early and get some points on the board, and let's let the defense step up, and let's who knows? What do you think? A running game today?
I hope so. I can tell you the D's going to be put to the test today, though. KU, they have over 2,000 yards rushing so far this year. They're averaging over 200 yards a game. I mean, I will say that CU played UCF earlier this year. I think it was the third or fourth game of this year, I think it was. And at the time, UCF, for anybody that doesn't know, Central Florida, the Knights, the Black Knights, I think. At the time, they
just
were,
the Knights. I'm sure our Army would be angry that they would be compared to Black Knights against anybody.
That's blasphemous what I just did.
That's right. Sorry, Army, if you're listening.
Sorry about that. Don't need anybody showing up at the door. They at the time, UCF was the number one rushing team in the nation, averaging 350 plus yards a game, and we clogged up the middle pretty well on it. But it looks to me like, looking at, doing a little bit of research for this game, their quarterback Jayhawks Daniels, he looks like a dual threat guy. Accuracy wise, he's just a little over 50%. He's thrown for just a little under 2,000 yards, but he's also run for 300 plus yards. So he's kind of one of those guys. And their top running back, Devin Neal, that guy is just shy of 1,000 yards on the season so far. His average is 5.7 yards per carry. Every time he touches that ball, almost 6 yards a pop. So I think our front, it's going to be important for them to keep rotating guys in and out as the game goes on, because that running game is probably going to be working hard to wear our defense down.
Agreed. Give me 1 second. Keep with that thought. I'll be back in a jiffy.
All right. Be back in a jiff. I'll carry along here. So that's going to be, to me, that's going to be one of the biggest, challenges for CU today is, can our defense slow down their running game? Their quarterback just being over 50% completion percentage, that's not great, and if we put the pressure on him, ultimately, that could be, the decision or the deciding point of the game. Can we keep the ball, out of the running back's hands, and can they not make plays? I mean, Jayhawks Daniels, he's got almost as many INTs as he's got touchdown passes. He's got 13 TDs through the air, but he's thrown 10 INTs. And I know our cornerbacks are pretty opportunistic. But I will say their defense, they've got two cornerbacks on there. What is it? Mello Dotson and Kobe Bryant. Not related to the more famous Kobe Bryant. But anyway, their cornerbacks combined, those two guys combined, have 9 interceptions on the season. So that just tells you right there how good their cover guys are. And so that's going to be quite the test today for, I think, Travis Hunter, LaJohntay Webster, Will Shep